feel like shit. Absolute shit. So mad at myself for how things went today. Not to make excuses, but this machine right here for flies is one of the worst. Look at that. Did you see that? I slept horrible last night. I knew it would come whenever you make such a big change like that. You know, marijuana every night, 3.5 years almost, and then just cutting it out. Like the first night, I was all right, I slept fine, and then last night I was up until about 3 in the morning. So now we're gonna go ahead and hit the gym. I've got some work today, so this is not my day off, but we're still gonna find a way to get it done, but I'm gonna have my coffee first. I am going to adjust my carbs slightly, so I might have days where I have higher carbs and less carbs because we are cutting, so we don't need carbs every single day. But they've felt amazing as far as working out, muscle pump, all of that stuff. And really it's just gonna come down to how I feel when I get off. Are my muscles sore? Last night I was feeling my muscles tightening up a little bit, and today they feel okay, but I always like to see how it feels later on because we've got cardio this morning. That's non-negotiable. I'm gonna knock my cardio out. I'll probably throw in a little bit of abs, and then I'll go do some work in the office. When I get off at 7, I'll see how I feel. And if I feel good, I'm gonna hit chest and back today. Sometimes we start out based on our schedule, like I'm gonna take a rest day on Friday, or I'm gonna take a rest day on Wednesday. What if you're super sore on Tuesday? What if you have not recovered and it's Thursday? So what I've started doing recently is try to adjust my rest days to days that I actually need them instead of like setting them on the calendar. Because what if I feel great on my rest day, right? So anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee down, and then we've got an hour of treadmill. All right, so almost done with cardio for now, and just wanted to show you guys kind of what it looks like, right? Here I am, 48 minutes into my 1 hour session. I've got a light sweat on my forehead, and I dropped a few pounds because I think sticking to my actual calories and not smoking weed where I'm getting the munchies and going over and not knowing how much I'm going over at night, I can literally feel the fat finally coming off my stomach area, like my lower fat, in just 2 days. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen after 30 days, but there you go, guys. A light sweat on the forehead with zone 2 cardio. So it should be something that you could do for about an hour or two if you needed to, but it should still be a little challenging, right? So if you're just getting on here and you're holding on to the sides and you've got it down too low, or you're walking outside and just on like a gingerly little pace, that's not gonna be zone 2. That's not what you want. So you do wanna get those steps up. As you can see, I'm a little out of breath, but not too much, right? I can still talk to you. And then during this cardio session, every 20 minutes I went and did a set of abs. So as you can see here on the screen, I'm getting a really good stretch on these. I don't know what machine this is. I think this is like supposed to be for your lower back or your hamstrings, but I'm just using it, guys, to get a really good stretch on those lower abdominals, and then squeezing on the final rep, just holding it for about 5 seconds. 3 sets, that's all it takes. And then also, lastly, I grabbed a quick protein shake from the gym. This is the Raw brand. So 150 calories, which is perfect. 30 grams of protein, only 4 grams of carbs. Spinach egg wrap, and got a water. Gotta stay hydrated. I think we should talk about water today as well too, and the importance of specifically electrolytes. So a lot of people, when they first start working out again, they have this picture in their head of like endless jogging and ungodly amounts of water consumption. And you do want to stay hydrated, you do want to drink water, but I will tell you this, the water is going to be absorbed into the cells much better if you're actually adding some electrolytes in. And those are, in my opinion, more important. They're going to help regulate your heartbeat. It's going to give you the energy that you need for your workouts, whether it's cardio or strength training. And then on top of that, electrolytes is kind of like, think about the word electricity. That's really what it does to our body. So what are your electrolytes, in case you're wondering? That's going to be your calcium, your potassium, your sodium, and your magnesium. Magnesium is going to be important to regulate you having the ability to be able to relax at the end of the night. Also good for your heartbeat as well. When it comes to sodium, I don't shy away from good, healthy salts. I like some pink Himalayan salt on just about everything that I eat. That's a very good way to get that in. Again, don't just go get some Morton salt or something from the grocery store. That's like, some of them have actually been tested, guys, just to let you know about salt. Some of them have been tested and found to have amounts of plastic throughout what is supposed to be the salt blend. So nasty, man, and just weird that they would put stuff like that in our food. It makes no sense to me. But dark chocolate is a good source of magnesium, so sometimes I'll have that at night. I'll shave shave some of the pieces of the dark chocolate into my yogurt bowl with some nuts and some seeds. Right now I'm cutting, so I'm not having as much of those. I'm kind of all over the place right now, but when it comes to nuts, you definitely want to see if you can get some Brazil nuts, because a lot of guys are deficient in selenium, and that's going to give you the selenium that you need. I wouldn't have too much of it, maybe like 1 or 2 a day, and then have some days without it as well too, so you don't need a ton of it. But when you're lacking in selenium, that can make it harder for your body to produce the required amount of testosterone that you need to get abs like Batman, and that's what the whole goal is today. But back to electrolytes. I squeeze a lemon and a lime in my water each day. Haven't been doing that the last couple of days, so we're gonna start that either today, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get it, or we're gonna start it tomorrow, and I'll show you exactly what I do. But that's probably the easiest way to do it. You can get electrolyte powders off Amazon or wherever you shop, things like that, but make sure you get your electrolytes in. So we made it, we're here. Even though we're here late in the evening. And you know what, it's just something about the winter time when it's getting dark and you're making that drive to the gym and it's cold and dark. I can find 1,000 reasons to turn around and not even make it to the gym. But I don't listen to any of those reasons because I've got a mission to complete. So we're here, we're gonna have chest, I'm gonna hit some back, we're gonna superset these today because I've got exactly an hour. I can't afford to play around. I'm probably gonna have to go to the other gym that I have down the street just to get my cardio in afterwards because we gotta complete the mission. All right, so after those flies and then the pullovers, we went into some dumbbell rows. Okay, just slow and controlled, bent over on these, trying not to use a lot of lower back, really getting a good squeeze. From there, just some flat hammer strength chest press. Okay, and by flat, what I mean is just sitting with the pad behind you in a vertical position. So you can't cheat that either. So just some bench presses, 4 sets of those, rep them out. Forgot I didn't have my mic on, so there's no audio for that. But we got it done, and now we're nearing the end of the workout. I'm tired. I'm not used to working out this late. I don't know if I'm just feeling run down, like I got the sniffles. I don't know if somebody gave me something at some point. Not happy about that, but we're gonna finish this workout today. I wanna throw some rear delts in since I'm doing back. I think it's good to add some rear delts in on back day if you're not hitting them on shoulder day. So I'm gonna do some reverse flies, superset it with some chest flies. So we'll go back and forth, and then I'm gonna finish with some pull downs. Let's go. We got 15 minutes. Let's hit it. Man, I'm tired. And a little hungry today. Not to make excuses, but this machine right here for flies is one of the worst. I don't know if it's just old or what, but it just forces you. Like, I'm trying to keep my shoulders back. It's like forcing me to use my delts. Garbage, man. Look at that. Did you see that? Just sit down. Didn't do anything to the chair. Fuck, man. There we go. Much better for real delts. I gotta keep my word, so I'm headed down the street to the Planet Fitness. Man, I feel like shit. And it's not the diet, it's just the fact that I think somebody gave me something. I've got the sniffles and all that, and I just feel real tired, so I'd rather just be in the bed right now. But the good thing is, just 30 minutes. I'm gonna knock this out real quick. And then I was already planning on having a rest day tomorrow. So I'll get a little bit of rest in. Woo! I like to be in the bed though. I did it somehow. Feel like shit. Absolute shit. So mad at myself for how things went today. I'm gonna rest up, man, and we're coming back strong. But I am not happy about today. Not happy about that at all. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But I thought when you switch from fats to carbs, immediately I would just have so much energy. And I did for like the first 2 days, but I think the energy was more so just a really good pump. Like, I almost tapped out today, and that's very rare for me. I think in the last year, I've probably taken maybe 25 rest days, 30 rest days at the most. And I think there's been about 3 times in the last, like, 14, 15 months that I really, really had difficulty finishing my workout. And that's how I felt today. So I feel like I let everybody down, man. I feel like I let myself down. This was chest and back. You know, you got to hit it big on chest and back day. You really got to push through. And I just do not like the effort that I gave today. So I'm going to stop by the grocery store real quick. I'm going to get stocked up on lemons and limes. I'm going to get some things that I'm just going to need. And take a rest day. Force myself to take a rest day because I know tomorrow I'll probably start feeling a little better and then be tempted to go to the gym. But I've got to force myself not to. Like, I have got to let myself rest. In fact, I would like to come up with a program for myself in the future where I can get 2 rest days a week. That'd be great. I'm wondering if I do like a push-pull legs and then 2 full bodies. That way I can still hit everything. I don't know, but I just feel mentally drained. I'm tired. Right now, I don't even want to eat. Like, I'm not even hungry. I don't know what it is. But I will say that even with the good results that I got, abs coming in and things like that, I was still smoking weed every night, man. And I think that this is probably, maybe that's the factor. Maybe that's why I feel like shit right now. I don't know. I don't know, man. Doesn't feel good, though, but I'm just glad I don't go based off my feelings, man. I might feel it for the moment, but I'm coming back. So get to this grocery store before they close. Today wasn't the best day, okay? It happens. I don't like the fact that it happened, but the first step to recovery is admitting that it happened. So I'm just taking some notes, putting everything in here, and I see where I went wrong, okay? There's two areas that stand out to me. Number one, when I woke up today, I don't know if you remember me saying this on the video, but I didn't go to bed until like 3 o'clock. For some reason, I couldn't sleep, and then I ended up waking up at like 7:30. Like my cat woke me up at 7:30, right? That's not gonna cut it. You do not have a chance to build muscle, to feel good, to crush your workouts, to stick to your goals with a lack of sleep. So that's probably the biggest factor right now, more than anything else. I got a little bit of a cold or something. I got the sniffles. I've been blowing my nose all day, so I know about that too. So that's making me really drowsy. Let me tell you, when it comes to food, not happy. Absolutely not happy. Everything went to shit after my first protein shake. The protein shake was fine, 150 calories, 30 grams of protein. Then as the day went on, I just started to feel bad. Started to feel tired and groggy, drowsy, things like that. But it went downhill nutrition-wise when it comes to my macros because I went to Starbucks and that protein drink that they have there has 230 calories in it. I didn't know that. I thought they were using like maybe skim milk or they had an option like that, but they are not. So you do get the protein, but you're getting a ton of calories in there. And let me tell you, some people out there might say, of course it's loaded with calories. It's nothing but sugar in those drinks. I don't do sugar in my coffee. I do 0 sugar in my coffee. I've been doing that for years. I don't even like it in there. If I do add sweetener, it's gonna be the sugar-free vanilla because that's all they have. And that's what I put into that order. The egg wrap had 290 calories, which is not bad, 20 grams of protein in that one. That's something that you can get even on a cut. If you need to stop and get something quick, the egg wrap, a little bit of sriracha sauce will do the job, 20 grams of protein, under 300 calories. Those are fine, but for what I'm trying to do, that it's not helpful. That's why the fuck is this doing that? There we go. So for what I'm trying to do is just not helpful, okay? I've got to eliminate those high-calorie drinks. I do not want to drink my calories unless it's like a smoothie or a protein shake that I make. Then on top of that, I love Panda. I'll normally get like their grilled chicken and I'll add like half rice, half veggies. That way I cut back on some of the calories. They had a shrimp dish in there, which was low calorie as well. I did the steak and then I did the chicken thighs as well. That put me at 1,000 calories alone for that meal. Now that was fine when I was eating 1 meal a day and then 2 smoothies, right? It's not gonna work when you're trying to get in 3 meals of whole foods plus a shake or your smoothies. Just not gonna work, not gonna fit in. So that didn't go well. Because of that, right now, look, I mean, I'm gonna add this up here, 490 plus 150. I can't even think with my brain right now. That's how bad I feel. I'm just looking at like, what is it? 100, 590, 600. Okay, 640. I'm at 1,640 calories and I have not even ate my final meal. I had that means what? How much calories do I have left? Not much. And I could do that thing where I could eat slightly more today and then make up for it tomorrow. But I'm really trying to stay consistent because I'm trying to track everything to the T. So that way I know exactly what happens when you do certain things. And I can't do that if I use some of those other tips that I can do later on. So I'm gonna have literally a TV dinner. It's got 270 calories in there. And because of the way I feel, I'm gonna have an Olipop soda, which is only 40 calories. But that one's got some good stuff for digestion, some chicory root. It's got some inulin, just different things in there like that I want in my system. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to hop on real quick and just let you know it was because of the sleep more than anything else. And I recognize that now. So I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, and we're going to be back at this thing tomorrow. See you guys in the next video.